In this video, we're going to have a look at solving problems using equations following 6 steps. Problem 1. 5 times a number gives the same answer as adding 24 to the number. What is the number? Step 1, we would draw a picture if necessary. In this case, it's not necessary to draw a picture. Step 2, we define the variable. The variable is usually what the question is asking us to find. In this case, what is the number? So let n equal the number. You could use any letter for the pronumeral here. Step 3, construct the equation. We need to reread the question. 5 times the number, which would be written as 5n, gives the same answer, equals, as adding 24 to the number. So we could write 24 plus n or n plus 24. Let's check again. 5 times a number, 5n, gives the same answer as adding 24 to the number. Step 3, constructing the equation completed. Step 4, we solve the equation showing normal working. This case, we have pronumerals on both sides of the equation. I'm going to subtract n from both sides, giving 4n equals 24. And divide by 4, being the inverse operation of multiplying by 4, to get n equals 6. Step 5, we check the solution. Check. 5n, substituting 6 in for n, would be 5 times 6, which is 30, equals 24 plus n, so 6 plus 24. Also equals 30. Since the left-hand side equals the right-hand side, the equation is true. When given a word problem, we always restate the final answer, answering the initial question, and include any units if required. In this case, there's no units. So we can simply say the number is 6. Let's try a second problem. The length of a rectangle is twice its width. The perimeter is 45 centimeters. Find the length and the width of the rectangle. Step 1, draw a picture. In this case, it is necessary. We need a rectangle. Step 2, define the variables. It's asking us to find the length and the width, but we can only have one variable. Let's let w equal the width. So on our diagram, we have w, and we know from the problem the length of the rectangle is twice the width. That is, the length would be 2w. Once again, you can only have one variable for these problems. Step 3, construct the equation. We know that the perimeter is 45 centimeters. So the perimeter in terms of w will be w plus 2w plus another w plus another 2w's, 2, 4, 5, 6 w's equals 45 centimeters, leaving the units out of the equation. Step 4, solve the equation. I'm going to divide both sides by 6. So I get w equals 45 over 6, and I can simplify that fraction by dividing both the numerator and the denominator by 3, and I find that w is 15 over 2. Let's check our solution for step 5. Substituting it back into the equation, 6 times 15 over 2 actually does equal 45. So our solution is true. Step 6, writing the final statement and including any units. In this case, units are appropriate. We need to find both the width and the length. So the width equals 15 on 2 centimeters, which is 7.5 centimeters simplified, and the length equals 2 times 15 over 2, which equals 15 centimeters. We could also check again, once we've worked that out, to add up 15 plus 15 plus 7.5, 7.5 equals 45 centimeters. So we've got 6 Steps to follow. Sometimes step 1 isn't necessary. Then we define the variables using let statements, construct the equation and solve it, check our solution, and then write a final statement relating to the original problem.